Hello, and um, whatever, the lighting does not matter. So, well, I'm actually writing a script at the moment. I'm actually writing a script at the moment, and I'm sort of feeling stuck. I have not written a single thing in I don't know how many. I have not written a single script in 2.5 years. I'm just realizing, and today I'm going to talk about why I stopped writing. Well, it's a very silly reason, but at the time I was like really small. I was new to writing and all of that. Okay, so I was a writer ever since I was a kid. Like, I was a writer ever since I was in school, but I did not actually ever think of making money out of writing, and I just always pursued that as a hobby. Fast forward to me starting college, and at that time I discovered that okay, so there are things that you can do, like make money while writing, freelance, write scripts. And I'm a person who does theater. I'm not just a writer, I'm also an actor and other things. So at that time I discovered that okay, so there's like this thing you can earn by writing scripts, and you can earn by creating content for other people, because a lot of people don't create their own content. They actually hire writers to write videos and all of that for them, and like do the research work, and then they pay them instead of giving them credit. So you can choose whether you want credits or whether you want to get paid. So at that time I was just starting, okay, and I would not charge a lot of money because I was like literally in the first year of my college and I did not know much. And at the same time, I don't know, I just was really starting out, and I had this naive confidence. I would just take whatever script they would ask me to write, like write a script of a series, or write a script for a video essay, or write a script for stage play. I would just write it. But then there was like I was earning pretty good. Okay, uh, should I tell how much I earned? I don't know. Maybe I'll tell you in some another video. But for now, nobody knows about this except for my couple of friends. So I would earn money from writing scripts and all of that, and I would just sell the scripts, and I would not ask for any credits. And basically, if you just sell the script, then it's gone. You cannot have anything, it's just gone. You get the money and that's it that you have. You don't have any copyrights or whatever. And at that point I did not even think that I was going to make a career in writing and whatever. So I would just be like, okay, I'm get the money and then just do whatever. So what happened was at the time I would write and I would earn pretty good amount, but I had this one friend. Yeah, I had this one friend, and one time there was this one script, okay, and he asked me to read that script, if he could read that script, and I was like, yeah, fine, sure, read that script. And by the way, I'm talking about that this script was something that I had to give to the person who had hired me as a writer to write for them. So what happened was what happens is they usually give you a plot, they tell you the characters, they tell you everything, and there's not much creative space. And most of the people who are into it are not into it for creativity. They are just writing scripts like those for money and whatever. They just want money. That is why they're doing this kind of a freelance work. Okay, so he asked me if he could read that script, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then he read that script, and I don't know what happened after that, but this person's behavior started changing a little bit. And at the time I was too young, okay, I was little and I did not understand. Okay, I completely get what you're feeling. Okay, I am also feeling the same thing. So his behavior completely changed around me. By the way, this person and I used to be best friends at the time, and this person was 1 year senior than me, and this person had incredible opportunities of writing for bigger things and earn like exponentially larger amounts of money than I did. Okay, because this person was 1 year senior than me, and this person had been writing for like a long time at that point. And I genuinely admired this person as a writer, who was also my very close friend, and we became friends because we both were writers and we were in the niche community of our town and also our college because of our um, screen times and other things. Like, you like specific artists and they like specific artists and they are not some normie creep, and yeah, whatever. Learn the lesson if you're joining college, or if you're in college, or like first year or whatever, or if you're going to go to college next year or whatever. Don't trust some person who is anyways, I will come to that point after some time, but for now let's talk about this incident first. So what happened was ki this person's behavior completely changed around me, and I would just not understand ki why is this person's behavior changing around me. Like, why are you acting so strange? Okay, and I later understood that it was happening because of my script, and that this person was incredibly jealous of my work, and they just really underestimated me, and they were like, yeah, she's just a kid and whatever. Also because this person was a year older than me. Okay, they're like, oh, she's just a kid, she's so silly. And since you guys don't know anything about me, I have to give you a lot of context that I am a very outgoing person, and I am just very happy and naive optimistic in real life. I'm like very cheerful, like even on a gloomy day, even on the gloomiest day, I'm like a ray of sunshine, that one shining beacon of hope kind of a person. And that, yeah. So this person always thought of me as silly, and they like extremely underestimated me. Also because I had just started writing like a couple of months ago, so I was not charging much. So this person was like, yeah, matlab, she's not charging a lot also, so she must be a hobby writer. But then this person discovers ki, oh my god, she is actually incredible. And my therapist told me that this person felt threatened, and then therefore the following incident that they did, we will get to that. So what happened was, I just kept doing my work, but then this person started microdosing me things like I'm not enough, and I need more experience, and I need to learn more and read more books about writing to be able to write better. Okay, and this person would always try to dominate me and project themselves as a superior person and be like ki, oh my god, yeah, you're just a kid, you need to watch more plays, you need to watch more movies, you need to study more plays and study more movies to be able to write better. Also because I was the type of person who did not read a lot of plays growing up. I would read novels, and I had read a lot of plays, but they were not enough compared to this person, apparently. I don't know. And I had also not watched a lot of movies, which is still true. I have not watched a lot of movies. I have not watched like the most basic movies that everybody has watched. I have not watched any of those movies, and I just started doubting my writing. And then the last straw was, the last script that I wrote was actually a great script. Okay, and I sold that for incredible amount, the kind of money that I had not imagined I could ever earn selling a script, kind of a money, good amount. That's all that I can tell you. And I don't know how this person got to know, who told this person that I sold this. I don't know, it was some person who like maybe just accidentally it slipped out of their mouth or whatever. But this person, this guy who was my friend, after he discovered that, he literally lost his mind, kind of a thing. This person went ahead and literally backstabbed me. Okay, so now this person who is 1 year senior and my friend, oh my god, what the fuck. shit, oh my god, I'm just realizing what this person did to me, and it's like kind of a shock to me as well. I think I'm just going to end up unlisting this video because no way I'm going to post it. This person turned everybody around in both the social groups that we were in. Like literally everybody in both the social groups were turned against me, and they started picking up on me and being mean to me. And just this this guy was running a whole ass smear campaign on me. I had no clue about it. I had no idea about it, that this person was doing this. This person was telling my private stuff to everybody. Like literally everybody knew about my private stuff, like the struggles that I had at that point and my family related things, to everyone. Literally everybody. Okay, everybody knew, and I didn't know that everybody knew, and why everybody was acting so strange. And suddenly my friends, quote unquote friends, were suddenly leaving me out and bullying me. It was bullying, and just being so horrible and mistreating me so much. And I was like, oh my god, girl, sorry, oh my god, boy, um bad, don't do that. And then this person was not satisfied with what they did to me, so they backstabbed my relationship at the time. So this person sabotaged my relationship at the time, sabotaged my friendship with my best friend, and also tried to sabotage my writing career. And this person successfully did that, but I always take it as a protection from God. Anytime I thought of that incident, I just did not really allow myself to think of that, other than talking to my current friends who are incredible, touchwood, and my therapist and my mother. I just completely avoided thinking about it, talking about it, even processing it, because it was emotionally very heavy for me to do that. So when I actually started thinking, I stopped writing because of this person. And like, I had reached a point. I loved writing, okay? I have been writing since I was in 7th grade. 7th grade was the first time I ever wrote in my life, and ever since then I have been writing a lot, and I have been writing a lot, and then I just stopped writing in between. But even when I was not writing, I was still writing. I was journaling every single day. I was writing essays because I love to write essays. I was writing movie reviews, I was writing series reviews, I was writing book reviews and other things. But I was not writing like the type of writing that I want to do, that is storytelling kind of writing, like writing scripts and writing blogs. And I just allowed that thing to get to me so much, because this person was microdosing that and projecting that onto me for so long, and I don't even realize it. Because to me, I was like, this person is my best friend, and we were like really close and inseparable kind of people. Like, my mother knew about this person, and my mother trusted this person. So if I was outside for like work or whatever, uh, organizing some event or whatever, I would be like, hey mama, I'm with this person, and my mama would be like, okay, fine, because she trusted that this person would bring me back home safe, and that everything is alright if I'm with this person and I'm safe with this person. And she just was so totally shocked when she discovered what this person had did to me, what this person had done to me. And I just my hand would literally shake anytime I tried to write, or anytime I just even thought about writing scripts or even poem. I still tried to do a little bit of poetry, but it wasn't just what how I felt with my art, wasn't what I was feeling through the course of these 2.5 years when I completely stopped writing. And I just sometimes thought to myself that maybe I was being lazy, and maybe I was being the type of person who is procrastinating a lot and just like putting off writing, because writing requires a lot of patience, especially writing scripts and writing long blogs requires a lot of patience. Okay, it's not like ki, okay, so right now just tie your hair and just like start typing and it's done. No, it is something that you build with patience. You have patience. You have to create every character when you're writing a script. You have to create their backstory. You have to create the scenes. You have to write about it. Okay, it is a very effort and a very time taking thing. It requires a lot of patience and a lot of hard work. And also, poetry for me was not just my way of expressing myself, but it was also my way of processing a lot of difficult feelings, like the grief of a person passing away or losing friends, or adolescence, which is actually a very difficult time for a lot of people, like it was for me. And then mental health things. So writing poetry was how I processed a lot of things. For me, poetry especially was very, very, very personal. And then for 2.5 years I just could not bring myself to write. I would just write whatever, and then I would just tell myself that, oh my god, this is not good, nobody's going to read it, people are going to hate it, they're going to be able to see through me and whatever. So it's like, okay, first time in my life, after a very bad time, I allowed myself to be vulnerable, but then I was vulnerable in front of the wrong person, and I gave them so much power that they literally fucked my mental health up. But sometimes I just like to think that whatever this person did, it has taught me my lessons that I needed to learn. Obviously, as an empath, learning how to deal with one insecure person who projects a lot, and learning how to deal with a narcissist, the story is for another day. Like how I dealt with the narcissist, the story is for another day, we'll talk about it. But dealing with this narcissist was also incredible lesson that I had to learn, and every empath has to learn, or you're just going to be a victim to monsters in the society, because that's what they do. That's literally genuinely what these people do. So I always like to think that this person was, you know, there to pick all the garbage out of my life and take it out of my life, including themselves, because that person was also a piece of trash. But yeah, I hope they'll never see this video. Not like that person can understand this much amount of English, because that person can't speak this much amount of English. Or maybe they can. I don't know. I have not talked to this person in 3 years. I have not seen this person even once in 3 years, and I'm so happy about it. But the another reason why I think about this thing being a protection, like this person turning two social groups against me, like everybody in the social group against me and leaving me out of the group every time, and running the smear campaigns around me, it sort of pushed me to explore other things, which was good. I got to volunteer at a couple of NGOs and teach little kids and try different things and learn makeup, because I was always interested in it, but I just could not do that. And then I just started doing it, and now I can do beautiful makeup, by the way. I post them on my Instagram sometimes. I love doing those gorgeous eyeshadow thingies, like colorful and beautiful. Just makes me very, very, very happy. Nonetheless, so another reason why I think that this was a good thing. Well, I'm just trying to. No, I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, whatever happened was for the good and whatever. Maybe I convinced myself that way, but if this person had not done this horrible fucked up shit to me, I would have still been in that group. And the frog in the pond thinks that pond is the world, and they never get to see the rivers or the ocean or the world outside. Okay, I think the saying is the horse in the well only gets to see the world in the well and never gets to get out of the well. and see the world outside of the well. They do not get to see ponds and rivers and lakes and sea or ocean. I don't think frogs can survive near the ocean. Never mind, that is not the point. The point is, you got it, and I know you got it. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like it, if you watched it, please leave a comment down below, and I will be done with this script. Hopefully, I don't know. I have been sitting and staring at the document for the past 6 hours, and I have only written 2 pages. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I am determined to finish this 6-page long script of around 20 minutes by 10 p.m. Hoping that I do that. Yeah, and I will definitely update you guys on it. So until then, bye. I love you guys. Please subscribe and comment down below anything, like could be a literal heart emoji. I just want to feel like somebody is watching it, even if it's one person. I don't want to share that I'm posting and whatever to the people that I know in real life. Like, I know they're going to be very supportive of me, but at the same time there are things that I won't be able to talk about freely if people of my real life started watching it. I think it's going to hinder it somewhere or the other, especially my family. I don't want them to know that I've been through some difficult stuff, because it's going to obviously break their hearts, and that is the last thing that I want them to feel. Or like, I don't want them to know that I went through some really horrible stuff and they could not do anything about it, because I did not tell them that I was going through some horrible stuff. So yeah, that is it for the video. Bye bye. See you guys in the next video.